You're listening to The Drew Yari Show.
That's the wine and diner with kings and queens.
You're looking at the man. You're listening to The Drew Yari Show.
Elimination Chamber 2023 was tonight. It was just 10 minutes ago. And it was in Montreal, Quebec, Canada at the Bell Center. Attendance was 17,271. Damn near sold out. There were 5 matches. And we'll get into these matches right now. The first match of the night was the Women's Elimination Chamber to see who would face Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship at Mania. You had Asuka, Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross, Raquel Rodriguez, Natalya, and Carmella. The match was 19 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is one of the better women's chamber matches. I mean, obviously, we predicted Asuka. Asuka was the only right choice to win. It didn't matter who else was there, right? So, you could have... to me, it didn't matter who got eliminated first, second, third, whatever. Long as Asuka won, that was the major thing. But saw some good spots in this match, obviously with the Liv Morgan sunset bomb from the top. Nikki Cross looked good here in this match. Raquel, looked good here with her power and strength here. Carmella made it to the end, which was, I won't say shocking per se. I don't even think that was shocking, to be honest. Given her role, given the type of character that she was, but you knew she wasn't gonna win or anything like that. But got to the end there. I thought all the women worked hard in this match. I mean, like I said, I thought all the women worked hard in this match. Obviously, the right winner won. No other winner would have been acceptable to me. Asuka goes on to face Bianca Belair and hope to be a women's WrestleMania classic if done right. But yeah, no, like I said, all women worked hard here in this match. Right winner won. It wasn't a perfect match whatsoever, but, you had a couple of great near falls, in this match as well. Giving you that little, and that was kind of the theme of the night, near falls, which is the, kind of what we saw throughout tonight. But, I thoroughly enjoyed this match overall.
I liked it too. I mean, it just, again, like I mentioned, had its faults. You said you weren't. I mean, you weren't opposed to the whole Carmella lasting long, even though you knew she wasn't going to win. I was hoping that she was the first one to get eliminated because, she was coming in the ring talking shit to Asuka, and I was just kind of hoping as soon as Asuka comes out, she's going to chase after this bitch and fuck her up and eliminate her. Which is what she did, but end of the match. Again, I don't hate Carmella. I really don't. I mean, for what it's worth, she's actually pretty good. I mean, I've actually seen a lot of improvement from her since she came back. She seems a lot more comfortable talking. Like, when she was on commentary on Monday, she was, talking shit. I'm like, that was actually pretty good shit talking from Carmella. And she's also kind of hot. Another thing I know, yeah, kinda. But another thing I noticed about Carmella, she has a weird neck. She has a turkey neck.
Don't look at her neck like that. I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Next time I'll look at it and kind of let you know. So.
Oh, she has a turkey neck. It's weird. But anyways, her role again, fine. I get it. She's supposed to be, the chicken shit that takes advantage of opportunities. I was surprised that Liv got eliminated that early because, I'm not the biggest Liv fan, but I can at least acknowledge that she's good. I don't hate her the way most people do. I think she's actually very good. And she's got a fan base. She's over. She gets a reaction, and the fans were actually booing that she got eliminated that early, and I was very surprised. I also thought it was kind of weird how you had to have two women do a double submission on her and not Raquel. Like I don't know, like a big girl like Raquel would have made sense to do like a double elimination on, and not a tiny, blonde girl. Oh, that's just me. But, and then of course Natty had somewhat of a reaction. I don't know. Is it me, or is it just like it doesn't seem like she gets that big of a reaction in Canada?
She got a reaction. I mean, probably wasn't as big as she hoped, obviously, but she got a reaction though, for sure.
I mean, I know I'm the Natty hater in this conversation, but like I don't know. Just to me, it doesn't sound like she gets that big of a reaction. Like again, she gets a reaction. I'm not gonna be a dick, but like it doesn't sound like she gets that big of a reaction. That's kind of.
I mean, yeah, she didn't get that big, huge reaction, but no, she got a reaction. It was more of a respectable reaction, not like a holy shit, we love to see reaction, but it was more respectable. Hey, you're Canadian, you're one of us. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a reaction like, hey, we really want to see you to win. It was like, oh, hey, it's Daddy. She's, a Canadian legend of heart. You know what I mean? All that type of reaction. So I thought her reaction was fine. All
right. Actually, I have the order of elimination on here. Let's see. Nikki Cross got eliminated first by Raquel. Nikki, she does a good job. Her as crazy Nikki works. It's 1,000 times better than superhero Nikki. Liv Morgan got eliminated second. Natty got eliminated third by Carmella. Raquel got eliminated by both Carmella and... Or no, not Carmella. Raquel got eliminated by both Carmella and Asuka. And it was down to Asuka and Mella, and then Asuka won with a submission, which, we kind of already knew Asuka was going to win the match. I thought it was fine. It was a fine match. It wasn't... You probably liked it more than me, but I thought it was a fine match. As far as like women's Elimination Chamber matches, this is probably one of the better ones. Yeah, we're getting Asuka and Bianca at Mania, which that should be a banger, as the kids say. Next is Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley in a singles match.
Should we even talk about this? So on Wednesday, I had the idea that this will lead to a third match, and at WrestleMania, I pitched a MMA style type of match inside of a octagon, right? However, last night on SmackDown, it kind of threw a big wrench into things because Bray Wyatt was like, whoever wins between Brock and Bobby run. Obviously, that's basically Bray challenging the winner of this match at WrestleMania. So, with that, Brock low blows Lashley. Lashley wins by disqualification. So, presumably, this means it's going to be Bray versus Lashley. I don't want to see that. Who wants to see that? No one wants to see that. This is the worst circumstances that they could have made with what they did here. There's nothing positive about this. If we are for sure going to get Bray versus Lashley. You know what I mean? This whole match, by the way, was just spear, F5, F5, spear, hurt lock. And that's it. Kick to the balls. It was terrible. It was a bad match. Very bad match. Yeah, so with Brock, maybe you get Brock versus Gunther, maybe. I know there's still the Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre, but there's going to be people that's going to be left off of WrestleMania. There's going to be people that's going to be left off of WrestleMania because there's a lot of WrestleMania matches that are coming together finally, and there's going to be noble names that's not, Brock versus Edge, maybe, or you know what I mean? Like, are they still gonna do Edge versus Finn Balor, even though what happened tonight in Hell in a Cell? There's still a lot of uncertainty out there with this. But if holds true, Brock versus Bray, it should be. If anything, I'm still opposed to it being Bray Wyatt versus either one of these two guys. I'm still opposed to either of that.
Right.
Because last time when I was watching SmackDown and Bray mentioned, I was like, wow, Triple H is really, this kind of really felt like unprepared and thrown together. This, you know what I mean, with Bray Wyatt here. I don't know if something fell through. I'm not sure. But obviously it feels that it's just been, I won't necessarily say last minute thought up, because actually this gives about a month out still. But at the same time, it's like, do you really want to see Bray Wyatt take on one of these two guys at WrestleMania? So the match itself, god awful. I think the biggest talking point is that it looks like, according to what Bray Wyatt said, it looks like it's going to be Bray versus Bobby, possibly at WrestleMania. And we get a tag team match of some sorts. Can we get like Lashley and really like the Hurt Business? Maybe you could do the Hurt Business, Lashley, Cedric, and Shelton versus Bray, Uncle Howdy, who could be Bo Dallas, and maybe a third member. Maybe they get a third member in there finally, and kind of have them come in and do a face reveal, all that stuff within the next few weeks. Maybe it's a 6-man tag. I wouldn't mind seeing that if it's going to build up this new White 6 or whatever faction is going to be called. You know what I mean? I'll be okay with that. But just one-on-one Bray versus Bobby, I'm not really digging that whatsoever. Bad match, terrible match. Have no idea where this is going with Bobby and Bray. Have no idea what Brock Lesnar's doing. You know what I mean? I mentioned Edge, I mentioned Gunther. Like, what other names out there could really make sense with Brock Lesnar? You know Brock Lesnar's not going to miss, WrestleMania, the biggest payday of the year. That's not going to happen. So the question is, who are you going to put him with that makes sense at the end of the day? And the options are very, very, very limited at this time. Very limited. So not really a fan of what's going on here with these three individuals.
I actually enjoyed this match a little bit more than you did. Not to say it was perfect. I mean, because we kind of knew what was going to happen going in, because this is a Brock match. Brock is not going to go out there and work 20, 30 minutes like he used to back in the day. So this is just going to be two guys beating the fuck out of each other. And I'm fine with that. The match was only like 4 minutes and 45 seconds. I was actually excited.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Like the match was actually exciting. Like, to me, it was exciting. Because
it's the same stuff we see with Brock Lesnar all the time. It's nothing new. He's been doing that ever since like the Goldberg matches. Like it's played out now. That's been his whole run since he's being Taker. His matches have been very similar, with the exception of a couple that's been actually good.
Well, I mean, at this point, Brock is an attraction, so you kind of know what you're getting with him. And if someone's an attraction, you're not expecting them to work, these long, barn burner matches. They're just out there to get the crowd riled up. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when, it's like back in the day when they would bring in Andre the Giant. Did you expect Andre the Giant to work 30-minute matches? Maybe I sound like I'm being ignorant, but it's just like, no, Andre would go on there and just beat the shit out of people. Brock is the guy who beats the shit out of people. So I didn't have a problem with this match. Like, the ending makes sense because it sets up a possible Mania match, which having Lashley be the one that has to face Bray, I agree. I don't want to see that. I don't even want to see Brock versus Bray. But, it would make sense for Bray to be like, whoever wins this match, run! And then he goes after, Lashley, who won by disqualification. It's just like, I don't know. I'd rather see Brock and Bobby get a Mania match, and kind of like how you just said, on Wednesday's show, add a stipulation. You had said like, a Lion's Den match or UFC-ish style match. Like, if not, do like a last man standing. Just have these two go out there.
I don't even want to see that, because again, that's too much. That's too much of what we see with Brock Lesnar matches. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, oh, he's a main attraction. I get that. I'm not asking him to work 30 minutes. Give me a 10, 15-minute match with a little bit of storytelling in it, and do something different. Brock Lesnar, like, to me, like, he only tries against newer opponents that he actually will like. So, like, the Daniel Bryan match, the AJ style match, like at Survivor Series when he had those, right? Seth Rollins, guys like that. Like he's not like these big guys like the Roman Reigns, same type of match every time. Minus the SummerSlam match, which was different in a way, but it was kind of the same thing, just with more antics, like the ring lifting up and Brock getting buried in, and stuff. But it was essentially the same match. Him and Goldberg, you know what I mean? Just like all these matches to me are the same. I don't want to see a last man standing match. I want to see something different. I want to see something that will actually excite me. I think the crowd as well is getting fatigued on these types of matches. That's just my opinion, though.
Oh, it's just I get you. But yeah, just anything but having Bray go against any of these guys. I mean, I get it. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we think. I mean, just they like Bray. People like Bray. Bray sells merch. But anyways, RJ just popped in a while ago. RJ, what did you think about this match?
Good Lord, I had to hear you guys talk it all out, huh? Talk it all out. Well, I mean, same thing you said, Drew. I mean, are you really expecting a technical masterpiece from Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley?
No.
I mean, I know what I'm getting. This is why I'm never upset, right? I'm never upset because I know what I'm getting with these two guys. It's a big hoss fight. It's a 2K finisher Mania match. I know what I'm getting with it, so I'm happy. Well, I mean, I'm happy because I didn't get my hopes too high that we're going to have a great slap dab 7-star match, brother Jack dude. Like, no, man, it's what you expect from these two guys. But, yeah, the finish was weak, but I thought it was a way to get them to Mania. Because, quite frankly, I thought that this match should have been at Mania. If they was going to have a third and final match with a final outcome, it should have been at Mania, not at Elimination Chamber. So I think this is just another way for us to get there. As for the Bray Wyatt stuff, how he factors into all of this, I don't think he does. I mean, come on, Bray Wyatt's known for sending idle threats. I think this is just another one of them. Because that was random as hell. It has no correlation.
It didn't make any sense
whatsoever. Yeah,
it made no sense.
So,
why mention? Like, my thing is why mention? Not even you know what I mean? Like, why would he mention it and not even go through with it at the end of the day? That to me, it'll be different. If he talked in cryptics, you know what I mean? It'd be whoever wins. If he says whoever wins between the big thing and the mighty. If he talks cryptic like that, you know what I mean? And it was that'll be more, but he specifically named Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, whoever wins. I don't know. It is weird.
Because neither one of them are the champion. Unless Bray Wyatt wants to come out and be the king of the jungle all of a sudden. I mean, if that's what he's going with, then okay, I can maybe buy that. But
he has no motivation to face off against Bobby Lashley.
That's what I'm saying.
Brock Lesnar, yes, because there's history there. There's history there.
They have a program a couple of years ago.
There's history there. So that's what I was saying. If one of those two were to win, I will rather Brock win. So that story, you know what I mean? Because there's story there, but there's nothing. There's no motivation there for Bray Wyatt to face off against Bobby Lashley. What's the motivation? There's none.
There is none.
That can make sense.
Not even a guy like me who's creative that can dress that up. I mean, there's nothing. Like I said, unless you want to go with the King of the Jungle type thing. Other than that, no reason whatsoever.
The only thing that can help
make sense of.
The only thing that can help is that, as I mentioned, if Lashley officially reforms the Hurt Business and that Bray gets a third guy in his group, you have a 6-man tag. I'll be okay with that. I'll be okay with that.
I would be too.
Outside of that, I don't know. I'm not getting this.
I think that's what Bray should do. I think he should be a 6-man tag guy for a while. Especially if the matches are going to be gaga anyways. Might as well have other guys that can kind of get you into the match involved. So I think the 6-man route is the way to go if that's what they want to do.
Right.
So I agree with that. I would be definitely. I don't want to see them fight 1-on-1. I don't think that's that. I mean, if it's not a Gaga match, like if it's not a bullshit Gaga match, I think I could be fine with it. I don't think it'd be particularly very, very good. But then again, I don't know if they would actually let Bray Wyatt fucking wrestle, because I know he can fucking wrestle. I've seen Bray Wyatt have great matches. Then that would be fine. But for whatever reason, Bray Wyatt's got to be the one. He's got to be the guy that has to be a character wrestler for whatever reason. And it's just like, whatever, dude.
I mean, it's just, with those matches, just like, how do you expect Brock to, sell that shit? Brock's not gonna sell any of that dumb shit that Bray tries to do.
No, Bray's gonna have to be more serious when it comes down to it. So
Yeah.
if they, and at this point, Bray versus Lesnar's most likely out the window. But if they were to face against each other, it would be more of a serious program. I don't see, like, Lesnar's not gonna put up with that shit. He's gonna be like, I ain't gonna put up with this fucking voodoo shit. Like, we're gonna be serious, or we're not gonna do the fucking match. Pretty much.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
it should be serious. It should be a serious match. Not that, I mean, no throwing up goo out of his mouth and all. Like, no, it doesn't need to be that.
Right.
I mean, look, have your weird characters and shit like that. I'm fine with that, but the goo goo gaga shit, no, come on, man. We gotta cut that out. We gotta cut that out. You can wrestle. You can wrestle, dude. Just go out there and wrestle. Triple H, I don't know who's writing this shit or whatever, but just let the dude wrestle. Let him wrestle, man.
Well, apparently this is all Bray's doing. Apparently,
it's all Bray's doing.
That's the that's.
He has to have final say.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, Triple H does have final say, and supposedly Vince has input, but at the end of the day, it's up to Triple H. But apparently, this is all coming from Bray. This is all coming from Bray's mind. But yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Come here, go out there and fucking wrestle, dude. Earn your fucking $1 million paycheck, even though you're selling merchandise out the wazoo. I mean, good lord. A lot of people hate Bray Wyatt, but damn, does that dude sell merchandise like a motherfucker? His toys.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most important things that matters.
Exactly. That's why they'll always keep him around.
He does
that more than your favorite wrestler. So I mean,
yeah,
that's why he's always gonna be around.
Yeah, I mean, I said it. I think before you got on, like, regardless of what we think, the guy still sells merch and he gets a reaction. So what do we know? RJ, what did you think about the first match, the women's elimination chamber match?
I loved it. I thought it was a good match. I thought all those women worked hard.
Mm-hmm.
Thought all those women worked really, really hard. I don't hear nobody shitting on Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan was really, really pushing it. Raquel looked good. Asuka looked good. Looked like a menacing killer. Stalking Carmella around. Even Carmella played her part well,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even Natty got a reaction for a change tonight. I guarantee you when they go to Mississippi next Friday, things will change, but for one night, or 2 nights, Natty gets a reaction. So I mean, but all those women worked hard. Nikki Cross did too. So I'm good with that. I was pleased. I thought the women really worked really hard.
Did you think it was odd how Liv got eliminated that early?
Nah, I mean they're still pushing this narrative that she's a tough cookie and everything like that. So she went out the hero's way, quote unquote. So. Not really. I guess they wanted her up out of the way.
I don't look at elimination chamber matches as anything for the most part.
Yeah, that's not indicative to any type of punishment.
Yeah, like for the most part, because like if you're in there, if you have a good spot, if you get the crowd to pop, and you have a good performance. Like, for example, who was eliminated first in the men's elimination chamber match tonight? Giant Gargano. He was one of the MVPs in that match.
It was Bronson.
Bronson. I'm sorry, Bronson. So even at that, yeah, Bronson Reed, he went out like a fucking killer as well. You know what I mean? I'm sure about to talk about that match. I think that match is next on our itinerary here. But, no, it's not. No, it's not. But yeah, no. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Well, I mean, again, I know it sounds like I'm complaining. I'm really not. It's just, attention to detail. It's like and I'm not even a Liv fan, but I still will tell you that I think she's good. I mean, she gets a reaction. She sells merch, kind of like our boy Bray. I don't know, just the way she got eliminated, I thought was odd because it took 2 women to tap her out. Like, I don't know, I thought that would have made more sense on like a Raquel, but I don't know, it's just me. But yeah, I still enjoyed the match.
No, they're still trying to push that whole narrative of Liv is cuckoo and she's tough because that's how Ronda Rousey
the pain.
She likes the pain. She's got Bo Dallas' gimmick. One of Bo Dallas' old gimmicks in NXT. He likes pain. She's still her man's gimmick.
If anything, I think this puts her over a little bit here.
Yeah, I thought so.
Because it took 2 women to beat her. You know what I mean? So kind of like what happened with Boston Root tonight. Yeah, she didn't tap too. Yeah, good point.
So,
like,
I didn't think that was like any indicative of her position or anything like that. I just think that because she started the match and she went the distance, so I thought that was fine. And I think that makes her look like something that it took 2 girls to actually put her away. But I get what you're saying, Drew, about wouldn't that make more sense if you did that to Raquel? But if you notice how Raquel got eliminated, she got the double kicks to the mush too. So
right.
She got that CTE special on the way out too. So.
CTE special. Next opponent for Liv should be Dijak. Anyways, hey, she likes pain. I'm saying.
Oh yeah. We can't be anal about this.
Anal?
What, you think you're gonna get me to talk? You're gonna get me to talk, Detective Dijak? Miss Morgan, I have ways of making you talk. That's gonna be the roughest porn scene I've ever seen in my life. Anyways, and I've seen some rough shit. Next one is mixed.
Drive for my dick.
You fucking asshole! I was drinking. I almost spit on my drink when you said that.
There you go. Spit.
So that means I don't swallow. Hi-oh. Anyways, God damn it. Next is a mixed tag team match with Edge and Beth Phoenix versus the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley, and they had Dominic by their side.
Yeah, the crowd was super hot here, especially on Dom. The fuck you Dom chats was
great.
Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, it was very, very good stuff. Just hearing the crowd singing Edge's theme in unison was man, just great stuff as well. Yeah, and and hold on. Let's backtrack for a second. Before this match, Ariel Helwani was in the crowd, and obviously, if you saw the tweet last night, the little tweet back and forth between TK and Ariel Helwani, which was, I mean, to me, it was funny, but I mean, a lot of people were taking overboard on that one. But Michael Cole said the unbiased journalist Ariel Helwani, he asked all the tough questions, even if you want to answer them or not, which I thought was pretty funny for Michael Cole. So I have to throw that in there first because, that was actually part of tonight, and that's gang conversation as well on Twitter as well right now. But outside of that, I thought this match was fun. Very fun match. You had a little bit of a botch with the near fall. But outside of that though, it looks like this feud could be over, just by how it was and everything here. Like the rumored Hell in a Cell match between Finn and Edge is gonna be hard for me to believe it at this point because Finn has to do something very demonic for it to warrant to be a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania.
Did you just say demonic?
Demonic, yes. No,
well, I tell you what, Justin.
Oh.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Edge just answered Austin Theory's open challenge for Monday. I'm just saying, Finn Balor could fuck him over, put him out again. Maybe he can wear the demon paint.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, I guess that could be a way. But to me, if I look at them, I'm like, it's kind of lame. Doesn't it really warrant Hell in a Cell? I mean, yes, maybe if you take the totality of everything, but like, I don't know. That's just more of like a petty thing at that point for Finn. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with Edge. I don't know what they're gonna do with Finn Balor. I don't know what they're gonna do with like a lot of the Raw guys at this point for WrestleMania.
To me, in my opinion, that's where they should just finish it at WrestleMania.
I agree.
It makes sense.
It should be finished at WrestleMania.
Let them just finish it at Mania and then start fresh after Mania. You know what I'm saying?
They
might as well just let this run too.
It makes sense because, Judgment Day started last year at Mania, so,
Right.
for Edge can be like, I need to kill what I created.
I get it. And, if, let's say that he does challenge Austin Theory, he fucks him over, hey, I still personally don't think it warrants a Hell in a Cell match, you know what I mean, at Mania, but...
I mean, that itself won't warrant a Hell in a Cell match at Mania.
Totality of everything.
But that's the launching pad to get there.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's what you can do or what you should do afterwards that can help get you to the Hell in a Cell.
Well, what is he gonna do? Fucking break into Edge's house and like threaten his kids? Do that.
Oh my god!
If you do that, okay, you got me there. You know what I mean? You got me there.
Put a god on one of Edge's kids on the trampoline.
Yeah, you know what I mean, or what Finn Balor should do, right? Should take one of Edge's kids, right, and put him, have him laying tied to some folding chairs, right, some metal chairs tied together. He's on the trampoline and he just does a fucking, he does a coup de grace through the chairs on the kid.
Oh!
Are you here? Are you hear the scream of fucking agony and pain? Like,
Oh! Oh! Shit!
But
wow.
Overall, this match was fun again. A lot of great near falls. Shatter Machine, saw Shatter Machine. And a lot of people kind of
by so too.
Yeah, they kind of took it overboard online, and people were like, "Oh my god, FTR's coming back to WWE." They actually may, but I mean, really, Edge trained with FTR before he came back to his return, and they're basically like neighbors in North Carolina, just good friends. I didn't really think too much deep into it, but Dax Harwood online was kind of having fun with it as well. So, but fun match overall. And as I predicted too, because like I predicted Edge and Beth Phoenix to win this match because like it just didn't make any sense to me for them to lose with everything that happened, right? And again, Rhea didn't get pinned in this match too as well. There's some people like Rhea should have been pinned. Wait, what? Like
No.
Like why? Like she won the Royal Rumble. She should not be getting any type of pin between now and the Rumble. But anyway, good match.
Yeah, this was a fun match. I can't really complain too much. I know I picked Judgment Day to win, but I guess I can't really sit here and be mad, because again, you need one at least feel good moment with one of the Canadians in Canada. So if any, give it to Edge. And Beth's not technically Canadian, but you know what I mean. But fun match, good spots. Dominic getting that heel heat, which is just like a year ago. I couldn't stand this guy. Now it's like I want to see more of him, just so I can see him get booed incessantly and get his ass beat. I don't want to say surprised, but like I guess I was surprised. I didn't expect it that Rhea and Beth got as much time as they did. Because the match was 13 minutes and 50 seconds, and Rhea and Beth just were in there for a big chunk of the match, which I was pleasantly pleased by because I like both women, and Beth at some moments kind of botched a few things. Like there was a point where she was like trying to run and clothesline Rhea out of the ring, and then she ran and kind of like slowed down. So I don't know if maybe there was supposed to be like a she clotheslines Rhea out of the ring, or Rhea like throws her out of the ring spot or whatever. And then there was another spot where I think Beth mistimed a cue where she was supposed to stop a pin, and then the referee just decided to do the whole, well, he kicked out at 2, and then Beth just jumps on him anyway. So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, again, I'm not gonna fault her for that because she hasn't had a match in quite a while actually. So the match is still fun. Rhea is so fucking good at selling. She is so good at selling. When Beth is doing all these power moves to her, especially when she does the glam slam outside of the ring, like Rhea is just doing the whole like she is acting like a fish out of water. I'm like, that's so fucking good.
Eyes rolling back of her head.
Right. Loved it. I just love anything Rhea does. And then Edge. What can we say about Edge? Edge is Edge. But to me, I think the MVPs of the match were Rhea and Beth. They carried a lot of this match. And again, I can't complain about the ending. You need that feel good moment. So fun match. RJ.
Yeah, I agree. Fun tag. I know Monty texted me. He was like, he wasn't really feeling it. I'm like, dude, they just got started. Like, they just got started. Let them cook, and it wound up being good. So, yeah, like you were right. Rhea and Beth really carried the work in this one as they kind of should, because that was kind of like, I guess, the attraction for this was to see these two kind of lock up in the ring, and they didn't disappoint. And Finn and Edge, they did their parts, selling and help carrying it as well. So, and Dom just getting the heat, that was just fucking great. I took it joked around on Twitter. I was like, man, WWE is just heat money magnets on the table, man. If you would have put Dom, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory in one faction together, oh my god, the heat, that'd be fucking outrageous. But
and then just add MJF to that.
Oh my god!
Just cause.
I mean, damn it. That'd be one heat getting motherfucking faction.
My boy Dom served hard time, so he knows he's a bigger tough guy than all you fucking dumbasses.
Shut the fuck up, fat boy.
Dom, take care of that dipshit.
Oh man. But yeah, I thought it was a fun tag match.
Yeah. What else can we say? It was a fun match. There weren't any problems. Just a few botches from Beth, but we're not gonna hold that against her.
Yeah, right. She's in the ring every week.
Right, exactly. Next is Elimination Chamber match for the United States Championship. You have Austin Theory defending against Seth friggin' Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford. Longest match of the night, I believe. Actually, no.
No.
It's
the main event was longer.
Yeah, it was. The main event was 50 seconds longer. But go ahead.
It only felt longer because of the stare down that Sammy and Roman had for it seemed like 5 minutes. But anyway,
forever.
We'll get to that. But this match, to me, and I kind of said at the beginning, this is one of the best Elimination Chamber matches ever. I thought that, and I'm not saying that, as far as technical wise, but it had everything. It had pretty much everything that you want in an Elimination Chamber match. It had fantastic near falls. It had a guy to really get behind, which was Montez Ford, who made it to the final 3. It had interference, right? All great Elimination Chamber match has some type of interference once at some point. You had crazy spots, and everyone in this match looked good. Damian Priest looked great. Johnny Gargano looked great. The best Johnny Gargano's looked since he's came back. He looked fantastic in this match, and he started at the very beginning. Bronson Reed had to take 8 super kicks? 8 super kicks and three finishers to be eliminated. That made him look very strong, even though he was eliminated first. It made him look strong. It made him look like a credible threat. You know what I mean? What can you say about Rollins? What can you say about Austin Theory? They look fantastic as well in this match.
They did.
And Montez Ford, He came out looking like a star tonight with a new jacket, right? Mm-hmm. New jacket, new tights, the crown, the chain. That's what singles Montez Ford is going to look like. He had a breakout star performance tonight, and to why he's going to be the future main eventer sooner rather than later. I think, and we talked about this on Wednesday. You know what I mean? I really, whatever. If they break up, they break up. The Street Profits. I hope they break up. Not like a heel turn, nothing like that, or one turns on the other. Just, they just go their separate ways, and, he's going on singles run, that's it. Nothing malicious with it. But you want to talk about a breakout performance tonight. Man, oh man. That crowd wanted Montez to win that United States Championship, man. They want him to win, even though he was, we knew that he probably wasn't going to win it. I actually went with Giant Gargano, just because I wanted to, because again, Austin Theory versus John Cena, U.S. title, it doesn't need that U.S. title for that match to happen. Right. Seth Rollins and Logan Paul doesn't need the U.S. title, right? And that's what we kind of saw tonight. But I was just kind of hoping maybe Gargano or maybe even Bronson Reed to get that opportunity to be on the main show and to have a United States title match on WrestleMania. We didn't get that. That's totally fine. But with that though, I think more fans now are probably gonna give a little bit more reaction to Gargano. I like to hope he got Giant Wrestling chance in Montreal as well. Hopefully that resonates with some of the more casual fans here in the United States to be like, oh yeah, he's actually pretty damn good, this Giant Wrestling guy. Bronson Reed, he didn't get the reaction I thought, and it's a shame because he's fucking great at what he does, and right. And it's really a shame that not a lot of fans are getting behind him as yet. But give it time. Just give it time. Maybe he doesn't need like a gimmick change or a gimmick per se or anything like that. He just needs to be in a prominent feud. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I'm actually watching Jay White versus Eddie Kingston right now. That was a best. But anyway, overall great match.
Hey,
right,
Justin, to your point.
Yeah.
You know what they should have Bronson Reed do?
What?
They should have had Bronson Reed do a super tsunami off the fucking top of the chamber and killed somebody with it. I don't mean literally, but maybe like Gargano or somebody like that. He should have done a super tsunami off the top. They should have went through the goddamn chamber. It was the second match anyway, so they didn't need the chamber after that.
Exactly.
And he could have been a lasting impression there.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Holy shit! You seen what that guy did? Like people will be talking about that spot.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They've never done a spot like that before. I think maybe Mark Henry did a spot like that before, but they haven't done it in a while.
In reference to like they do like a splash on top of the pod, or
on top of the pod, like somebody going through the grate.
I don't know. I don't know those. I think it would have been more easier and more dangerous actually with the steel grates back in the day.
Right.
Because there were panels. Like these are actual pads. Like I don't think they're constructed to collect. I mean, obviously WWE can do whatever the hell they want, but
right.
I just don't. Just looking at it aesthetically, I'm like, I don't know how that can work. But no, I agree that would have been awesome. But I don't know like how that could have happened though. Maybe it probably didn't need to collapse. Maybe just that splash alone could have been something.
Yeah.
But yeah, good match overall though. Austin Theory wins. I don't agree with the outcome per se. Not because I didn't want to see Austin Theory lose the title. Just that again, Cena Theory doesn't need the United States title for it to matter.
Right. I mean, a lot of the placement in the match I wasn't a fan of. I know you said that you thought Gargano did well. I was wanting Gargano to be the first one out, preferably by Reed. I need Reed again. We need Reed to be that monster, and I'm baffled that he doesn't get that reaction that we hope he gets or we want him to get. It's just like this dude looks like a monster, and he goes out there and just murks people, and he can work, and he's like a what do you call it, like a Bam Bam Bigelow almost, or close to a Vader.
The problem is, Drew, he's too damn tame. He's too damn tame to be it's the same problem I got with Cross. They're supposed to be these dangerous guys, but they're too damn tame. They're not doing anything that warrants the crowd to really boo him. Like, you got to be vile. If you want him to get over as a monster heel, and I'm not saying you, I'm just saying Triple H. If you want this man to get over as a monster heel, just doing fancy and monstrous moves in the ring is not going to be enough. You got to make holy shit moments with this fucking guy. Why was Mark Henry getting over? Because he was hurting people. Right. He was hurting people and talking his shit. That's why people started to get behind Mark Henry. Like, you got to do shit like that.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, just again, I love Reed. I'm
just saying. I'm just saying because
I get you.
Triple H is struggling to get some of these guys over, and he's not doing himself any favors by just sending them out there and having great matches.
Right? No. I get you. But yeah, just again, I love Reed, but again, it's just I wanted Gargano to get eliminated like quick. Again, I'm getting tired of Gargano. Guy gets no reaction. Guy has no personality. And it's just why is he going out there and doing power moves to guys that are bigger than him? Like, I don't know. Just again, when he got eliminated by Priest, I was clapping. That's how happy I was. But again, nonetheless, good match. Priest again. I thought everybody did great. Minus Gargano. But everyone did great. Priest.
Come on, man.
I got to be the hater. Sorry, I got to be the Gargano hater in this conversation, guys. Sorry. But Priest did great. Priest was a beast. Little surprised that he got eliminated that early, but again, Montez, they want to do something with Montez in the future. Montez was a star. He's a star after this. I mean, he did his best impression of Spider-Man by climbing at the top of the cage, and then I thought he was just going to do the whole I'm going to climb and then I'm going to turn around and then fall. No, he did the whole I'm going to climb, I'm going to maneuver my body, and I'm going to stay there, and then I'm going to fall. I'm like, that was fucking impressive. That was really good. There was a scary moment during the match where Rollins does a curb stomp to Montez, and did he get knocked out or concussion or
no? It was just for the cage. Like, they just did that as a spot for the cage to be able to Logan Paul to come in.
Okay.
Right. Montez just sounds fantastic. That's all it is.
All right. Well,
I figured. In my Twitter chat that I got. With some of my YouTube friends, they were like, "Is he really hurt?" I'm like, "No, like, do you see the cage open? Like Logan Paul's gonna come in, he's gonna interfere, he's gonna screw Seth, and sure enough, that's what happened." So,
I figured, but like we just mentioned, good, nice spot with Logan Paul entering the cage and doing his buckshot lariat, better than Page, onto Rollins, which sets up their Mania match, and Theory retains the U.S. title, which. Good. It's good that he retained, because, before we thought of the possibilities, mainly me, before, I thought of the possibilities of who could win this match, I was like, this is just a way for Theory to get over, which is fine. But, Theory got over, and I'm a little baffled, like, how are they going to set up the Mania match with Cena, which we kind of know, but at the same time, it's like, is Cena just going to show up on a random Raw and say, I challenge Theory for the U.S. title or whatever. But, again, great match. Loved it. One of the better Elimination Chamber matches in a while. But, yeah, RJ, what'd you think?
What the hell was that? That's fighting outside? Okay, whatever. Yeah, I thought it was one of the best Elimination Chamber matches in a long time. I thought the women's one was really good tonight too, but I thought this Elimination Chamber match right here, especially for a mid-card championship, really good match, man. And like Justin said, everybody looked good, even Gargano. I gotta give Gargano his props, even though I'm not jazzed about the guy either. But he did his part to help carry the match, Drew. Come on. But
sorry.
Yeah, I thought all of them looked good. Oh, come on, man. You can't be biased. Jesus, come on, dude. You can't be a biased goddamn podcaster. Come on, man. Didn't you learn anything from Tony Khan last night?
Yeah, that's like yeah.
Are you riding high on the
TKKK.
He was riding high on the coke bench last night, Mr. Snowman. But I thought everybody they played their part really well. The match was well worked. Damian Priest looked like a fucking rock star, man. He's been turning it up a notch lately. I think him being in Judgment Day kind of overshadows what he can actually do sometimes. Bronson Reed looked good. Like I said, he should have did something really, really dastardly, something that we could remember. They didn't do that. Gargano carried his weight. Rollins, ring general, did what he needed to do. Theory looked great. Montez Ford, man, breakout star, man. Go ahead and let's get it rolling. About SummerSlam time, we should be seeing this guy with some singles gold, man. We should be seeing this guy with some singles gold. And as for Mr. Austin Theory picking up the win, and I hope it's not against Cena, not at this point, because it's just a foregone conclusion. Cena's shooting movies. He's busy. Like it's just, why make the match for a belt if we know Cena's not going to stick around? He's going to go back to Australia or wherever he's shooting, and that's the end of it.
Apparently, his schedule is open up enough for him to do Mania, and the talk is that him and Theory, I guess, filmed some vignettes a while ago to set up Mania.
Yeah.
So I mean that's just the talk, but
yeah, I heard about that too. That they filmed some stuff when he was doing that tag match with Owens against Sammy and Roman like a couple months back. But I just I don't know. I don't shouldn't be for the U.S. belt. I just think like I said, to us, maybe not to the little kids, but to us, it's a foregone conclusion, and I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate that. But yeah, I thought this was a damn good Elimination Chamber match, man. Really good stuff. Can't stop praising it. I praised it on Twitter. Just fucking excellent.
Yeah. What else can we say?
So, sorry to interrupt real quick, but just to give a little update, Jay White lost to Eddie Kingston at Battle in the Valley, meaning Jay White is done with New Japan. That was the stipulation. So they had a little update on like Brian Albert. It was like on one of the Wrestling Observer shows. They had a promo back and forth with him and Eddie Kingston, and Eddie Kingston was like, "Well, let's raise the stakes. You know, if I beat you, you leave New Japan altogether, not just Japan. Period." So they're in San Francisco tonight, obviously, and Eddie Kingston just beat Jay White. So Jay White is officially gone from New Japan. He just got attacked by David Finlay, and he's getting ran off right now. So his next stop is most likely AEW or WWE. So yeah,
David Finlay beat him up on the way out.
Yeah, he hit him with a shillelagh, just like his daddy.
A shillelagh.
Is David Finlay taking his spot in Bullet Club?
They're not doing it. It doesn't seem like it's a. I mean, I have it on mute, but just by the looks of it, I don't see no other members of Bullet Club out there. He is wearing all black though, so that could be very symbolic. But I don't know.
That's Bullet Club's. That's the thing. Black. I don't know, man. David Finlay. They couldn't use Clark Connors or somebody impressive looking. To me, David Finlay looks like shit.
I mean, he looks like. Well, I mean, he looks like Cameron Grimes.
Yeah, he does. But at least Cameron Grimes is in shape. Like, all he has to do is just get rid of the damn body hair.
Yeah.
He look better, but, I mean, David Finlay looks like shit.
He's gotten better, though. He's gotten better.
He's gotten better in the ring. They should have had a stud take out Jay White.
Yeah.
If that was the last image that we're going to have of Jay White for a while, that should have been a young stud that they're going to really do something with that's impressive.
I mean, same thing happened with AJ Styles going out of there, too, because remember Kenny Omega hit him with the one-wing angel, and he got carried out. He got carried out of the arena. Next thing you know, he was in WWE, so.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
I like the message.
Yeah. So.
And then
neither here nor there, though, but just want to give the update, though, because that is kind of important on the landscape of wrestling right now.
He put over 2 sacks of shit on the way out. Eddie Kingston is fucking. Oh my god! Ooh. Oh my god!
Eddie Kingston.
That's your last match in Japan. Eddie Kingston. Oh god.
Kind of segue into Jay White a little bit, and we'll get into the main event. We've all been talking about the WWE talks with Jay White. The talk came out that WWE is looking at a bigger free agent than Jay White, and Fightful Select stated that it's Kenny Omega. Then WWE believes that they can get Kenny Omega.
Yeah, and that's something that we talked about and predicted already too as well. That could be a possibility. I think we let till more like him staying in AEW, but out of anybody between him and the Young Bucks who will leave to WWE, we all agree that Kenny Omega will probably be the one that probably most likely leave AEW to WWE. So
why? He's older than Jay White. He's more beat up than Jay White. He's finicky and funny acting, dude. Like, Jay White's a fucking young stud, not beat up. Not.
I mean, they could bring both in, to be honest.
I mean, I would prioritize bringing in Jay White more than I would Kenny Omega. That's just me personally. Like,
no, I agree 100%. But like, it's not like WWE has like, oh, we only got $50 million left to spend, or not even that, but like, we only got $1 million left to spend. Like, who we're gonna? They got the money to sign both,
right? Definitely.
But to me though, Kenny Omega, if he comes into WWE, like no one's gonna understand how big of a sign that's actually gonna be. You know what I mean? I know there's some people out there who love Kenny Omega and those people who don't love Kenny Omega, but you gotta look at it from this standpoint here. Omega had to see, or has to see what's going on with Sami Zayn right now, and the reaction that he's getting. Mm-hmm. You don't think that he wants to try to do that same thing in WWE and get that same reaction in Canada on a grand stage in WWE? Triple H can make it happen. He has shown that he can use certain talents and end up giving a reaction. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, before they even came to WWE originally, they were just like, Gargano was just like a very good wrestler, but just like middle of a card guy in PWG. Ciampa was just a guy in Ring of Honor, right? Nothing. And they became the biggest babyface and the biggest heel. You know what I mean? And one of the biggest feuds that we ever seen. Like, just think what you could do with Kenny Omega. You know what I mean? Obviously, the work rate's going to be there, right? Like, Triple H is going to end up teaching him, like, hey, you're a great wrestler, but you don't need to do all of that. You don't need to work 40 minutes. You know what I mean? And another thing, too, as well, Kenny Omega, I'm more than sure that he's at a point in his life where he's like, hey, I don't want to have to keep working these same matches over and over and over again just to get a reaction. I'm more than sure that Triple H and team there is going to work with him on... He has great facial expressions already, but I think they're going to work with them more on, like, taking your time in the match and only doing certain moves at certain times. And I really think that if they were to do that, I think Kenny Omega still has a great ceiling to be in WWE for at least the next 5 to 10 years and still put on some good matches. But that's just my opinion, though. So I don't want to go off track on that.
Did you just say 5 to 10 years?
5 to 10 years.
How old is Kenny Omega? Isn't he 40 already?
Yeah, he may be. I mean, look at fucking Edge.
My man's got a bad hip. He got a bad back.
Man, look at Edge, man. I mean, let's look at it.
Edge ain't wrestling every week, though. But, I mean...
39.
I mean, like,
he's 39.
Yeah, so he's 39, so he's got to be 40, I guess, this year.
I would save Kenny Omega from himself, too. Like, if that was to come into fruition, I wouldn't have that guy wrestle every week.
You want that. So, but look at how long has AJ Styles been in WWE? Since 2016, right?
2016, yeah.
How old is AJ Styles? He's like 44, 45?
Yeah, but AJ wrestles very safely. He doesn't do anything outrageous and crazy.
45.
Before he came in, so you don't think Kenny Omega will tone it down?
45.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just think that if Omega, and I know this is all about Jay White, but Omega ends up coming to WWE, like he knows he's gonna need to tone down because he knows he's gonna be fucking wrestling and fucking house show matches every fucking week as well. So I don't know, but yeah, just wanted to give the update about Jay. I didn't want to get off on a tangent on that. I just wanted to give a quick little update on Jay White, what's going on at Bound in the Valley, because I think that's gonna be very important in the upcoming weeks to see what the hell's gonna happen with them. So,
all right, main event time. You have the Universal or undisputed Universal WWE Universal Championship. Jesus Christ, singles match Roman Reigns, the champion, with Paul Heyman versus Sami Zayn. The match was 32 minutes and 20 seconds, and 20 minutes of that was just Roman and Sami staring at each other. I'm playing. But yeah, the whole staring at each other bit, I get it, because Montreal, it's Sami's hometown, and the fans are hyped for it, and you had to sell the suspense. I get it. I just kind of wish it didn't take that long. But again, good match, great match. I mean, great match. I mean, what else can you say about this match that other people might have already said? It's just, it was predictable, but again, we've always said predictable can be good. It just matters how you maneuver around it. Lot of fuckery in the match, which you kind of saw coming. You knew the bloodline was getting involved. No Solo, which was kind of weird. I kind of figured Solo would be involved. Jimmy came out, Jay came out and played a part, which we'll get to. First time seeing Sammy's wife. I didn't, to be honest, I didn't even know he was married until I saw that interview he did where he's talked about his wife. I'm like, oh, he's married. Okay, cool.
He's married, he's got kids.
Oh, again, something I didn't know until literally a few weeks ago and today.
Yeah, unlike Owens, he's kind of private about his family and stuff.
Right.
So I was actually surprised to see her on camera, because he's
right.
been very, very open about keeping his family hidden.
Right, and then Roman just shit talking his wife and saying you could have been a part of my family. I could have taken care of you, but no, he turned his back on me. And then Sammy's wife just being a really good actress, being like, he didn't betray you, you betrayed him. Like, he
loved you. me and my brother looked at me.
I don't know. Is it kind of fucked up that I was actually kind of like, I was happy his family was kind of getting emotional? Like his wife.
Yeah, no, it's real.
Yeah, it's a part of the story. Like you would believe that.
Like his family's getting emotional. His kids they look like they're in tears, and it's just like again, good. I'm pretty sure Sammy talked to him and let him know, hey, you have to make it look like I'm really getting my ass whipped. Like look scared. Don't look happy that I'm getting beat up. But
be like the Mrs. Dad. Miss getting his ass up, Miss Dad got a big ass grin on his face.
or like Santino Marella and his daughter at OVW. Jesus.
Oh, Boogeyman.
Jim Cornette. Why didn't you get scared of Boogeyman? But this is a great match. The fans are into it.
I thought it was a clown.
What was that?
I thought it was a clown.
I didn't know I was supposed to react to that. What did you know this was going to happen? Slap. Yeah, the fans are into.
Out of my building.
Great match. Sammy, brought back the old school theme on Friday, which good. I like that theme, and I kind of just one thing. I kind of wish Sammy maybe should have trimmed his beard and went back to the old look. But
yeah, I think he should go back to the old underdog from the underground look.
That's just me.
Yeah, me too. I'm with that, because I mean it when he grew it out, I'm like, okay, that it makes sense because of the character he was portraying, right? The whole great liberator. He was wacky and everything, like wacky conspiracy theorists. Because when you look online and you see those kinds of people, they look how Sami Zayn looks with the long hair, the scraggly beard. So I thought that it was fine for the heel look, but now that he's a babyface, I agree. I think he should chop the look.
I think they should. If anything, I think he should have cut his hair right before. Like last night, yeah, he had the long hair, but I think he would have had more of a big pop if he would have came out with the short hair and the trimmed beard. Oh man, that would have looked. Oh yeah. Man.
And then just
the tears in the crowd, for God's sakes.
The old man hat that he would. I call it an old man hat. The old man hat that he used to wear. Walking down the ring and then just skanking and dancing to his theme. Loved it.
Yeah.
And then of course Roman won, and I don't know. Again, we knew Roman was going to win. I just thought they could have done something more creative with the win, because again we'll just jump into it. Jay gets involved. Jay just gets into the ring very dramatically, and this is a la Royal Rumble, where Roman is giving him the chair, saying you do it, and then he gets in Jay's face like, what happened to you, man? What happened to you? And he's just pie facing him and shoving him, and it's just like, oh shit, is Jay gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Sammy goes for a spear. Roman gets out of the way and he spears Jay out of the ring. And then that's when Roman spears Sammy and then hits him with a chair. No, he hit Sammy with the chair first and then he speared Sammy and then got the win. I'm like, I don't know if Roman should have hit him with a chair and then went on. That's just me. But
it was a little anticlimactic. Even the crowd reaction to it was not that big. I think maybe in their minds it was they thought it was a shoe-in and it was a foregone conclusion. But I just thought the ending was flat too. So you're not the only one there.
Right. I guess they figured out. Well, we know we can't have Roman lose, but we can't make Sammy look like a punk. So we need to try and stretch this out as much as we could. And that was their, best idea, which again wasn't terrible, but it was just probably could have come up with a better idea to end the match. But anyways, nonetheless, great match. Lived up to the hype. What'd you guys think about the whole match?
From start to finish, I thought the match was perfect. Not to say it's a 5-star. I don't know if this is a match you'll definitely can go back and rewatch again. This will be considered as I don't know because I like CM Punk and Cena. I was like, oh my god, it's one of the best matches I've ever seen. Straight up with the emotion, and everything, and the contract storyline, and it was a shoot actually, but still storyline / shoot, but and you didn't know what the hell was gonna happen. And with CM Punk winning and leaving, I'm like, well, okay, what the hell's gonna happen type of thing. This match here, you knew, and again, I don't, and people today, this narrative of people saying that people actually thought that Sami Zayn was going to win. No, you're not gonna take the title off of Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber. Sami versus Cody at Mania. Yeah, that could have been good, but no, Cody and Roman is the story. Stop changing the narrative because you want to see something. Use your head, think a little bit, and think about it correctly. Think about what's gonna happen. Don't think about what you want to happen. Think about what is going to happen. And but anyway, so with this here, I thought the match was great. Fantastic. The shit talking from Roman Reigns to his family. I think that was Sammy's dad maybe out there as well. The older guy, was that Sammy's dad?
The beard. He looked like Sammy in the face.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that was Sammy's dad. Maybe I'm looking at too much into that, but
I was kind of thinking the same thing because he kind of looked like Sammy a little bit.
Yeah, but regardless though, I was just waiting on all the near falls and stuff. I knew those near falls they didn't mean shit to me until Jay got out there, until Jimmy got out there, right? You knew Jay was gonna be out there, right? Mm-hmm. Now it didn't go down as I planned, but to me tonight was the perfect night to turn. Well, not turn, but. I mean, he's already heel anyway, Jay. He's still a heel fish. He's not a baby face. But to turn on Sammy, per se.
Right.
And tonight, this really, if you want me to be brutally honest, this, I won't say, it did fall flat. I'll say that. It did fall flat. But it didn't really hurt Roman. It didn't hurt Sammy. But the story situation, they missed an opportunity tonight. This really accomplished nothing. This is really just gonna make everything so much worse for Cody Rhodes, I think. And all this does is gonna make people want Sami Zayn and a Roman Reigns rematch. However, there's one little caveat that's gonna get us out of this here. Sammy speared Jay. Maybe that's all the motivation right there that Jay needs. Even though Roman moved out of the way and it'll be kind of stupid and, whatever the case may be. But I think that we're going to get a little bit more of a story development on SmackDown. And I was kind of thinking about this here. I need to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have an in-ring promo with each other first before I see Sami Zayn interact with Jey Uso. Because at the end of the day, Jay still hates Kevin Owens. He has no reason to like Kevin Owens whatsoever. And if Sammy goes on to back on Kevin's side of things, right? Yeah, they kiss and they make up, they hug, whatever. Next Friday, it's gonna like Jay's gonna see it from the point. It's like, okay, you're turning your back on me. You know what I mean? I thought we were brothers. You know, you're going back to Kevin Owens. You know what I mean? And I think that'll just give him the motivation for Jay at that point to officially double down on his heel to attack Sammy and you know, and stay together with the bloodline. I think that's the best route to go, but they could have done that tonight at the same time. They could have kissed and make up just with a hug or something like that with Sammy and Kevin, and they could have, and you know, and Jay could have came in there, push, attacked Kevin from behind, and just kind of looked at Sammy like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? I thought we were brothers. Then all of a sudden, you know, you have Jimmy attack Sammy from behind, Jay attacks Sammy, and boom, there's your heel turn. There's your nuclear heat in Montreal. They missed a big opportunity tonight. Great match overall. I love the storytelling, everything of that, but I think they just missed that major opportunity tonight. Now it's gonna linger on into next week, and I don't like, again, as of right now, this is just gonna make fans want to see Sammy versus Roman again. They had an opportunity tonight to just give the heat back to Jey Uso. They missed that opportunity. And on top of that as well, the original plan was to do something like this as well, but they changed plans at the last minute. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, but I don't agree with the missed opportunity here tonight, though.
Do you think it's because they realize how over Jey Uso is on his own? Like, I've been praising Jey Uso for the last maybe ever since they started the damn Bloodline storyline, really, in 2020. I've been praising him for finally not being just an Uso, but being Jey Uso. Like, he's finally found something. He's got character. He's got character to him. He's got layers to him. He's not just an Uso brother anymore. He's Jey fucking Uso. So I'm thinking Triple H and them probably are calling an audible and not even wanting to really turn him heel, but having him be this guy where it's realistic, where you have to roll with your family. You got to roll with your family. You know, brothers fight, cousins fight. I'm pretty sure all of us know what that's about.
Yeah.
And we've all been there. So I think it's the realism there. But at the same time, he has respect for this guy because he showed him something while he was, you know, in too deep with his family, so to speak. Mm-hmm. So I like that there's layers going into that tag team title match.
Yeah.
I like that there's different layers there other than this cut and dry. Oh, the Usos hate fucking Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, so boom. Like, obviously Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to have some issues on their side. Usos are going to have some issues on their side. I think the story you could tell there is who's going to iron out their issues enough to take home the tag team championships. I think if you tell that story, I think it could be something more than just, like I said, cut and dry, good guy versus bad guy, tag team match. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me personally. I think.
But do you think that what happened tonight? Do you think they should have just pulled the trigger tonight, because this doesn't help Cody? Because a lot of fans still want to see Sami Zayn get his revenge on Roman.
Damn. I mean,
you know what I mean? It's kind of hard.
Myself personally, here's why they need. I mean, that's why they need to split these fucking titles, man. Because at the same time, I don't want to see Roman Reigns lose the Universal Championship. I want him to actually get 1,000 days with that belt, then lose it. But as far as the WWE Championship is concerned, I want to see him lose that badly, so that Cody can have it, Raw can have a major championship, so that all the top guys ain't fighting for the United States title. It's kind of a step below all of them. But yeah, man, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Because I'm with you. I agree with you. I think Sami Zayn should get a spot at Mania. but I just don't know, bro.
Let me.
I got one more for you. I got one more for you guys.
Hmm.
What if they do Sammy versus Roman for the WWE Championship? Sammy beats Roman for the WWE Championship, but Cody will go up against Roman for the Universal Championship. Cody loses.
Okay. Well,
Now, I'm not saying that's what I want to happen. I'm saying that could be a scenario that can play out because what is the championship that Cody wants?
WWE.
He wants the WWE Championship, the one that his father did not win. So there's a lot of layers to this, and I'm kind of glad that we're still guessing and we're talking about this, but kind of right now it's like, okay, how much more can we play this out? Because, time is ticking, Mania's here, and we gotta have a story. We got a story, but we gotta have these matches played out, and what the hell's gonna happen? So, I don't know.
What about? Because I was kind of digging your idea, and then when you said, Universal title instead of WWE title, I kind of get where you're going, because RJ mentioned he wants to prolong that Universal title reign to 1,000, which at this point it wouldn't surprise me if Cody doesn't win at Mania. It wouldn't surprise me because they'll want to prolong that a little longer so Cody can still get his moment. But again, I don't know. It's one of those things of I don't know, and I like that I don't know, but at the same time I do need to know what's going to happen just so because we
doesn't win at Mania, his momentum's killed.
Right, but like I was gonna say, you still keep Roman and Cody on night 2, which is more than likely going to be the case. On night 1, since Jay is white hot right now. I mean, I don't want to say white hot, but he's getting there. And then Sammy's white hot. Why not do a triple threat for the Universal title?
So what does that leave the tag team titles and Kevin Owens and what I mean? Like, what is that like? To me, I get what you're saying. SummerSlam, great. Yes, I 100% agree with SummerSlam, yes. But you can't just leave this 500-plus day reign out there and not have it defended at WrestleMania.
Right.
Like, it's you know what I mean? Like, you can't just leave Kevin Owens, out. He's a major part of storyline. What does he do? Andre the Giant, a Battle Royal? Yeah, sure. You go and win that. No. You know what I mean? I still believe we're going to get the tag team title match. I still believe that's what's going to happen. And it should main event night 1. I'm still pushing for that.
I agree with you there. I'm right.
But it's just that how they're going to get there, I think they could have done that tonight. Because you had the real estate to do it, but they're just kind of just hanging on is Jay really gonna turn on Roman, and does he have second thoughts, this, that, and the other? To me, it should have been done tonight, because right now to me, it's you keep delaying the inevitable, right? And the fact is, to me, is that Cody versus Roman should be the main match, the main attraction. Yeah, and there's people out there. Well, this is a once in a lifetime event for Sammy. I get it, but not everybody has to win the WWE Championship. I'm not saying that Sammy will never win the WWE Championship or the Universal title. He may win it. He may win it later this year, for all we know, right? Right. But you gotta there are winners, there are losers, there's people who are gonna be on the top of the card, and some people who are not gonna be on top of the card. Not everybody can be on top of the card. It's just, what I mean? Does Sammy deserve a main event at WrestleMania? Absolutely. Does he deserve a rematch against Roman? Absolutely. But now in the year that Cody, comes back after a fucking torn pec, and people are forgetting about that. People are actually forgetting about that, and it's what have you done for me lately? Well, shit, guys. You guys want Cody Rhodes to come back to WWE, and you know that this is the story, and this is the direction that they were going in. Ever since Cody came back, that was, at fucking WrestleMania last year. This was the match that everyone was saying coming out of night one WrestleMania last year. Oh, Cody versus Roman next year. That has to be the match. And sure enough, there, and that's what we're getting now. But not everyone can be happy, man. Not everyone can be happy. Not everyone can have that spot. Can we get... Fuck, man. Now, can we get Sammy versus Roman night one for both titles? He'll lose, Sammy. Then night two, you get Sammy and Kevin versus the Usos. How they set that up, I don't fucking know. They'll set up some way somehow. Then you'll close out with Roman versus Cody. There's a lot of options that they can do here, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how they get there.
What about still going with your idea of having Sammy on night one and Cody on night two? What if they have Sammy and Kevin pull double duty, or just mainly like Sammy pull double duty on night one, him and Kevin get the tag titles, and then you close it out with Sammy and Roman on night one?
I wouldn't do it on night one both ways, just because of it's obviously if they win the titles, like he's not gonna walk out as double champion. Then going to night two, then the night two will just be Sammy versus Cody. It's kind of like, you know what I mean? I want to see Cody take the title off Roman.
Right. I mean, well, Cody's also made it very clear he wants the WWE title. So I mean, and they've already been talking about a lot, that they want to split up, both titles, both tag titles, and I don't know.
They haven't given us the indication on TV.
Right, and it's just like, I'm pretty sure they don't want to rush it, because, we all know Roman's going to take some time off with Mania. I mean, if there hasn't been an announcement, it probably should happen, because that dude's been working nonstop for 3 years since he came back at was it SummerSlam in 2020? So it's just, you want to make sure that the company's in good hands when Roman takes some time off, which I think it will be. But yeah, it's just,
and that's why it's more important for Cody to win too.
Right. Cody at this moment is the star. Nobody's turned on him, yet. Even though you have the dumbasses on Twitter being like, "Oh, I'm getting sick of Cody being shoved down our throats." And it's like you look at the audiences and they're cheering for Cody. So it's just like, I don't know what you want to say.
It's people that want to create a narrative that other people can pick up on. So that way it's like, oh yeah, let's start booing Cody now. Like, fuck, man, just like can fans just enjoy? Can fans just enjoy wrestling? You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes that's a little bit too much to ask for too. So
he's a traitor. He broke my heart.
That's why I made the Just Enjoy Wrestling T-shirt for situations like this.
Yeah, exactly. Just enjoy wrestling, people. It's not that hard. I mean, we're, as far as wrestling goes, we're eating pretty good as far as like wrestling fans goes. But that was the Elimination Chamber. We did about 90 minutes close. Guys, overall underall grade, what would you give this show tonight?
I thought it was a 9 out of 10. I didn't hate anything in particular on the show.
Right.
Like even the Bobby and Brock, like it was what I expected, a big smash 'em and bash 'em match. So I'm not really I'm not hating on that. So. And
Justin,
I'll give this a 9 out of 10 as well. As I mentioned, Brock and Lashley was. I mean, fuck off with that. But I mean, outside, I mean, I'm just it is what it is. And with the whole Bray Wyatt situation, I don't want to go back into that as well. But yeah, great. It's gonna be a memorable show. I mean, I hate when people say pay-per-view of the year, match of the year. We're only in February, guys. Calm down. Let's reevaluate in the middle of the year and kind of figure it out from there. But best WWE pay-per-view of the year so far. There's only been 2. Ha ha ha. And both pay-per-views were well, this was I won't say miles better than Royal Rumble. And you guys know how I felt about the Royal Rumble. I thought, like, with the exception of the main event, like the Royal Rumble was kind of mid, but. Not bad, but just mid. But yeah, 9 out of 10.
Yeah, we're all in agreement. I think it's the first time we've all been in agreement about a pay-per-view. We all enjoyed it. I give it a 9 out of 10. The Brock stuff, the Brock and Bobby match, I enjoyed a lot more than you guys, even though they probably could have come up with a little bit more creative way to kind of expand that feud, even though it seems like it's getting a Mania match. It's all a matter of like, how is it going to play out? What's going to be the match? Whatever. But yeah, everything else on the show I enjoyed. Probably some matches I enjoyed more than other matches, but I don't know. I can't really think of too much bad shit on this show. 9 out of 10. Guys, what were your highlights and lowlights? Or I guess a better way to say it, what was your favorite match of the night? What was your least favorite match of the night?
Favorite match of the night overall was probably the men's Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
From top to bottom. But I think the most important match and the match that I'm going to remember the most is the main event. But I think the best match was that men's Elimination Chamber. Worst match was obviously Brock and Lashley for me.
All right. RJ?
For me, it'd be the men's chamber.
Mm-hmm.
But the women's chamber ain't that far behind.
Yeah, for sure.
In the main event, in that order, just because the men's chamber was just all those guys worked their asses off, man, and the women did too. I got to give them that credit.
Incredible spots in those matches.
Yeah, and multi-man matches. I mean, they can either go good or they can go bad, And I had fun. Me and my brother had fun watching those matches, man, and we were praising everybody for their work. Everybody put out good work.
Kind of same here. I actually like the main event a lot more than the men's, even though I'm not saying the men's was worse or bad or anything. I like the men's. I enjoyed it. It's probably one of the better Elimination Chamber matches I've seen. The women's, same thing. I know I had my complaints, but I still thought that was one of the better women's Elimination Chamber matches I've seen. But if I had to choose match of the night, I'm going to go with the main event. Like Justin said, I think it's more memorable. We're probably going to remember this before the year ends. Even though I thought the ending was a little anticlimactic, like RJ said, but it was still a great match. It delivered. You kind of knew what was going to happen. It's just a matter of how or what they're going to do, and it worked out. It paid off. Worse, even though I just said I didn't hate this match, I would say Bobby versus Brock, because of everything that was on the show. The tag match was fun. The chamber matches were fun. The main event was great. This match, you kind of already knew what was going to happen. You what you're going to get out of Brock. I mean, Lashley, I think, is older than Brock, and Lashley can work a longer match than Brock.
He can, especially if you give these guys the
right.
Like I was telling my brother, I was like, if you give these guys the right opponent, they can get something out of them.
Right.
Brock Lesnar tends to work better with smaller guys.
Oh no, yeah,
and so does Lashley. Even though Lashley, this might sound strange to say, but I enjoyed Lashley's stuff with fucking Omos.
Right.
I ain't saying it was match of the year or anything like that, but I thought Lashley got something out of Omos when we thought it was impossible.
Well, also Brock, doesn't he have that? Was it diverticulitis thing?
Yeah, he does.
So
he's got a cooler with that too. So
I mean, yeah, I know why he can't work longer matches like he used to when he was 24. I'm just pointing out a fact. Lashley can work longer matches. Right. Brock, I guess, medically can only go as far as he can because he starts to get gassed out after a while. So, right. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you knew, again, like you just said, Brock has much better matches with smaller guys. You put him in there with a guy that's his size. You kind of need to add like a gaga to it. You need to add like a stipulation to it to make it seem a lot more interesting. So you can get more out of Brock because at the end of the day, Brock's Brock. He's a star. He draws money. He's an attraction, and
right.
You need to do something with him. So,
damn, the people do not give a damn that he doesn't put on.
Oh yeah,
7-star performance.
Oh yeah, Canada loves. I mean, yeah, Brock actually lives in Saskatchewan. So they love Brock. They love them some Brock, and they're booing Lashley. So,
I think that was racially targeted, by the way.
You said it was racially targeted?
Oh yeah.
Those
Canada,
Canadians don't like blacks.
There you
How
go.
dare they?
Canada's not racist.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know, Drew. They're Mexico North.
They weren't booing Montez.
That's because they see him more like a job type of guy.
He's
He's a dance for me boy type guy.
stop.
What Justin Sanders said.
Stop.
Dance for me, monkey.
Dance for me boy.
I'm not getting involved in this conversation. Yeah, the Brock. Shut up. The Brock match is it was, compared to other shit on the show, was the worst one. But yeah, great show. Can't complain. I know it's only we're barely in February. We're about to be in March in a few weeks. But I think so far this is one of the better pay-per-views we've seen in a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got an hour 35. I don't know if there's anything you guys wanted to bring up.
I mean, nothing else. The Battle of the Valley show is going on right now, so if you're here with us live, if you want to watch some wrestling, afterwards here, there's a couple matches left. Right now, you got Clark Connors versus Zack Sabre Jr. Their match just started, but outside of that, man, really nothing. There's really nothing. I mean, the only really news story was that Tony Khan, Ariel Helwani situation, but I mean, really outside of that, there's really nothing else to talk about. I mean, the only things that are important right now that people are talking about is Elimination Chamber and Battle in the Valley. That's it.
Yeah. And then CM Punk was apparently caught at the show tonight for New Japan.
Yeah, but at the Battle of the Valley show, yeah. I mean, whatever.
Anywho,
there was. I'm sorry, but there was this. I'm not gonna say his Twitter name because he doesn't deserve any praise. But he said, "Hold on. Oh God, did he? Don't tell me you fucking erased his tweet. God, he's such a fucking cunt.
Was
this guy? This guy erases his tweets and just retweets them. So he put a tweet out. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Jesus Christ, I should have been prepared for this, but I didn't expect him to erases his tweet. Let me find it really quick here. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, the fucker's a bitch. Anyway, long story short, he said that if I'm Tony Khan, I'll get CM Punk on the phone right now tonight. Because AEW needs him very, very bad. So he erases the tweet, then he puts that same exact tweet back up, then he erases the tweet again, now he just puts CM Punk is live at NJPW Battle in the Valley. Like, go kill yourself. Slowly.
I just saw some random ass tweet. It was by David Bixenspan, that fucking pussy. He said, well, how about that? Ariel Helwani has graduated appearing on camera on SmackDown holding a WWE branded mic as a roving reporter. I'm not sure this is all very ethical. It has nothing at all to do with any reporting he's done on WWE in the last 5 weeks. Fucking cocksuckers.
I mean, shit, he's a fucking guest. He does interviews with their fucking talent. What's the point? What are they missing here? I mean, what am I missing here?
Oh, he posts this. By the BTW, we cannot trust Ariel Helwani when he says he's not being paid by WWE when he lied about UFC paying him for years. Even if WWE isn't paying him, he's still appearing on... This guy can't fucking spell. On an explicit part of the show performance despite having reported on them weeks ago. It's a conflict.
So, when Chris Van Vliet was on the first episode of Dynamite, did we hear anything about that?
He does interviews with WWE talent. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean... What is Ariel Helwani supposed to say? Tony Khan owns me? I'm Tony Khan's bitch? He's supposed to stamp that on his forehead? Huh?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what people want.
Sean Ross Sapp, Denise Salcedo, all these people were at both WWE stuff and at AEW stuff. So, like, I mean, what do you want from Tony Khan? I mean, what do you want from Ariel Helwani? Huh? Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Fuck these people. They get mad over the bitchiest shit, man. I swear to God.
Usually, I won't say I'm a Tony Khan defender or nothing like that, but usually I'm more Switzerland when it comes to Tony Khan for the most part. But yeah, that tweet last night, I don't think he needed to go out there and do that. I don't think that was a good look for him.
Yeah, not a good look.
Yeah,
look. That's not a good look for an owner, bro. Like, you're a fucking owner of a company, man. It's not a good look.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Like, y'all can say whatever y'all want about Vince McMahon, this, that, and the other, but you never catch him doing any shit like that. You say whatever you want about Triple H, you never catch him doing anything like that. You say what you want about Stephanie McMahon, but you're not going to catch her doing anything like that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, Triple H actually doesn't like doing too many interviews. Because when this is kind of going back to when COVID started. He was doing an interview about WrestleMania coming up and how Roman. I think this is when Roman decided to leave because of COVID and he has leukemia, and for whatever reason WWE refused to acknowledge that COVID existed. And Triple H couldn't say COVID. He couldn't even say that the show was canceled because of COVID. So he had to basically tap dance around the answer. And it just, have you ever seen that video of that little kid going, "You ever had a dream where you had a dream and then you dreamed a dream and I had a dream and then a dream"? Like, you ever seen that video?
Yeah.
That was basically Triple H in that interview. He's like, you see, Roman is leaving because he has some things to do, and WrestleMania is shut down because things got in the way, but we're still doing our best, guys. It's like,
You sound like Dave Meltzer, because that's what Dave Meltzer does. He just
start stammering over.
He's like, oh my god, man! Like, I love listening to Dave Meltzer talk because it just makes me laugh. He's like, he wasn't New Japan champion at the time. It was like Okada. But yeah, he wasn't great shit. I love to hear Meltzer just stutter with his words.
Yeah,
Uncle Dave. Anyways, guys, that is the show. Thank you guys for listening. Who did show up and had this up in a jiffy. Just need to edit and stuff, and if not, I'll just have it up tomorrow. But RJ, Justin, of course, thank you guys for spending this time right after the show to do this post show. And I don't know, maybe in the future we'll do more of these post shows. Who knows? But go ahead, guys, plug your stuff. Whoever wants to start.
I'll just go real quick. You guys know where to find me. Spinebuster Tees, spinebustertees.com. Quick little update for the store. I'm waiting on the tents to move out. As soon as they move out, I will be able to move in, and get my process started with the store location there. So, also as well, I may start doing a YouTube channel where I just record on my end over here whenever we're doing these podcasts, and just do like a live, most likely probably just do a live stream as well with that, and also whenever I get the store up and running, just do like quick little videos of like when things come in, things of that nature. It's put up on YouTube, and it's for more people to find out about the brand and the store itself. So just stay tuned to that.
RJ, go ahead.
You can follow me on Twitter at LowRJUnlimited, where anything and everything that comes to my mind has no limits whatsoever. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel at the RTJXX, where I'm over here playing wrestling matches and shit on WWE 2K. So support your boy, check it out, and let me know what you guys think.
And you know where to find me on Twitter The Drew Yari Show. You can also find me, if you're into that sort of thing, Instagram, and also I have a Facebook page. And you can find the show on Spreaker, Google Play, iTunes, anywhere that podcasts are distributed, wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, of course, and YouTube. I also have a Patreon channel. It's $5 a month. I do shows with Mr. RJ here. I do a show with Jeff Littman and Ruben Prime. And those episodes are out. And we'll try to put out as much content as we can. But it's only $5 a month, people. It's a damn good deal. And the more subscribers we get, I always mention the more stuff we can do for the Patreon. The more money we can get, the more equipment we can get for the Patreon. The better things we can do for not only a Patreon show, for this show. And, we can possibly open up more tiers and, give away prizes. I don't know. RJ had an idea on Wednesday. I'm not fully sure if we can give away what he said we can send, but
wait a minute, you still don't know about the semen? I think that's a great idea. Come on.
I know you can send illegal firearms. There you go.
My justice.
My justice.
My bread of justice.
Hear people complaining, hey, I actually I'm still waiting on my semen. It hasn't come in for the past 2 weeks. And I just text RJ, we need more shipments. And he's like, oh, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
I might say RJ's been using his body so much you can see his ribs.
He's gonna look like
I can't take it anymore. I can't do it anymore.
It's like, RJ, this was your idea. I know, man, but I'm dying. I don't think I can walk anymore.
Yeah. Gianna Michaels ain't even helping.
God dang.
My legs are gone. I got no
jacking off so much she's coming air.
Oh God. Don't touch it, Gianna, don't touch it. I'm dead.
Oh, man.
You touch it and it's over. You touch it and it's over, Gianna. Ah!
We have to send an email to all of our subscribers. If you're waiting on your semen, RJ needs to eat. He needs to eat food first. He needs to get his energy back. Just give it some time. I promise your orders will come through.
After Cup 87, RJ's fucking in tears. I'm fucking done finally, just crying.
He's like, 87. It's like, are you good? You need to take a break? No! I got one more left in me. One more chamber in the tank. One more tank in the chamber.
Jesus.
Poor RJ. But anyways, guys, we'll see you on Wednesday. And RJ, I don't know if you got the message on the group thing. Monty says he's not gonna be able to do a show tomorrow.
No, we got a real Sunday off.
Yeah, we'll have a Sunday off. So, anyways, enjoy the week, guys, listeners, boys and girls, whoever, and take care. We'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.
Peace.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.